Today, I wanted to share one of my very favorite stories about change with you. It's called Let Go and Let Goo, adapted from Joy Berry. Becoming, transformation, metamorphosis. These are words that mean change. Some people say life is always changing and we should learn to accept it and even enjoy it. Changing can be hard, and frankly, there is just so much change right now. So when I face change, I often turn to nature and I'm inspired how it approaches change. Some creatures undergo great changes in their lives. Think of a tadpole transforming into a frog, or a caterpillar metamorphosizing into a butterfly. Some of us find it hard to be open to transitions and transformations, while others, like the caterpillar, were born to a life of big changes. They spend their whole lives on the edge of glory, always in the process of miraculous change. When a caterpillar starts life, it's a little egg on a leaf. It hatches and starts eating and growing nonstop. Soon, it's too big for its skin and it wriggles out of the old one that's now too tight. It wriggles out of its too tight skin and already has a new, bigger skin underneath that looks just the same as the old one. This is called molting, and a caterpillar does it 4 or 5 times. Finally, the caterpillar attaches itself to a stick or a twig and hangs upside down and gets ready to shed its skin one more time. But this time, the skin underneath looks different. This is a chrysalis, and this is what the caterpillar was wearing underneath all those other layers of skin it grew out of. At first, it's soft, but as the caterpillar hangs in the chrysalis, it begins to change. And now we call the caterpillar a pupa. So this last layer of skin becomes the chrysalis shell, and it gets harder and harder to protect the pupa while the pupa changes one final time. So here's the pupa surrounded by its last layer of skin, which is hardened to form the chrysalis. It doesn't look alive, does it? But there's something amazing and almost miraculous happening inside this hard little chrysalis, but you'd never know it from the outside. Did you know that wings just don't sprout out from the caterpillar's body in the chrysalis, like the way a tadpole grows legs while transforming into a frog? Inside the chrysalis, there are parts of the caterpillar's body which are turning into kind of a goo, and they break down everything that once was the caterpillar. Something called imaginal cells, which turn into anything the creature needs, are changing into body parts the caterpillar had never had and never needed, like beautiful long legs, a new complex eyes, a new respiratory system that can handle the rigors of flying, and a brand new remodeled heart. Sometimes people talk about change, and they say it's very hard to trust and just let change happen. Sometimes people say, let go and let God if they believe God is in charge, and everything is going to be okay if we just stop worrying so much. If caterpillars talk to each other about their change, they might say instead, let go and let goo, because that's what's happening. Much of the caterpillar's body turns to mush and then puts itself back together again, building a brand new body out of that goop. Human beings, unlike animals and plants, often find change and transformation hard. Often we do small changes, like the way a caterpillar sheds its outer skin for a little bit bigger version of the same skin. But often transformation does not happen. But we're in a time of great change. And even when we feel paralyzed, like we can't move, like we're in a puddle of goo and can't lift a finger to control what's happening, the ability to believe something amazing is happening inside us or around us, something that is changing us or the world, is a special kind of magic. In caterpillars, it takes imaginal cells, and in people, it takes a special kind of powerful imagination. Some people call it hope. Some people call it trust. Others, surrender. Some people call it faith. But whatever you call it, there's no denying that somehow it's amazing that a caterpillar grows wings. So anything can happen if we're willing to let go and let the magic in the world happen to us.